Hi, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well and having a good week. I am here for our lesson this week. And as you can see, I have my breathing ball with me to start our lesson by taking 3 deep breaths. So, everybody kind of get comfortable in your seat and get ready to breathe. Ready? I'll count down from 3, 2, 1. So, our lesson this week is a continuation from our lesson last week when we were talking about what kind of smart you are. And it is so important to understand that all of us have different strengths, things that we excel at, things that come easy to us. And it's different. It's different than our friends, it's different than the kids who sit next to us, it's different than our teachers. We're all different. But sometimes, when you see somebody excel at something, it can be hard not to compare yourself to them. And that's why I really wanted to do this lesson so that you guys can kind of figure out where your strengths are and think of how it can help you in your learning at school, in your sports, in your activities, and just kind of the way that you live your life. So I'm going to stop here to pull up the PowerPoint from last week, and we will continue from there. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so this is where we left off last week. I'm going to move into presentation mode and I'm going to quickly review the beginning of the presentation just to kind of give us a starting off point. But we talked about a bird named Larry who started at a new school, and he realized that where he excelled at his last school because he was the best flyer around, he was now at this new school where everybody was swimming and he didn't excel anymore. And he was surprised and he didn't know how to feel about that. And then we kind of led us into the conversation of how does it feel when you see others doing well and you might be struggling? And do we think it's because he wasn't as good, he wasn't as smart, or is it just because he had strengths in different areas? So, as a quick review, it says sometimes people think there's only one way to be smart. But there are many ways to be smart. And it's not about how smart you are, it's about how you are smart. That's the important thing. So, we talked about 8 different kinds of smarts you could be. Some might be easy for you and some might be hard, but with practice, and this goes back to growth mindset, you can become better at any of them. So, last week we reviewed word smart, music smart, nature smart, and self smart. And I went along the little quizzes myself, but I'm hoping you are doing them at home as well. And I learned that I was kind of word smart and kind of self smart, and I wasn't as much music smart or nature smart. So we're going to do the last 4 today. And again, I want you to be reflecting on what kind of smart you think you are. So let's see, math smart. Are you math smart? Let's find out. I'm not sure if I am. Click on the boxes to help you decide if you are math smart. If your answer to the statement is yes, raise your hand. Do you learn new math ideas easily? I would say no. What about you guys? What do you think? Do you like to solve logic puzzles? I would say yeah, I think they're kind of fun. So I'll raise my hand. Do you enjoy trying to solve a difficult math problem? I don't know. Sometimes I find it challenging and fun. And then you good at finding patterns? I would say no. Let's see. So if you raise your hand more than once, you might be math smart. I raised my hand twice, but I'm still not convinced that math is an area of strength for me. So people who are math smart are good at math and logical thinking. They might enjoy things like solving math problems and doing logic puzzles. 7 times 3 equals 21. One way to learn best at school is by experimenting and solving hard problems with your brain. Does experimenting make it easy for you to learn? You might be math smart. Oops. Let's do a test to see if you might be math smart. What number do you think will come next in the pattern? All right. 1, 4. I want you guys to be doing this with me, and I bet a lot of you will get this before I do. But you can also pause this as we go if you want some extra time as I kind of talk through it. All right, 1, 4, 3, 6, 5, 8. Oh, no. Girl, guys, you're really killing me. All right, so let's do a test to see if you might be math smart. What number do you think will come next in the pattern? 1, 4, 3, 6, 5, 8. All right, so 1 plus 3 equals 4. Minus 1 is 3. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Minus 1 equals 5. 8. I'm going to see that the common denominator that they're doing is they're adding 3 to every other number. So I'm going to say 8 plus 3 is 11, but I'm not sure. Ah, got it wrong. I thought I might. All right, let's see. Let me try again. My brain is getting smarter every time I get one of these wrong. So I'm not worried that I got it wrong, but I really thought that might be right. All right, 1, 3, 5, 7. So if every other number is counting up by adding 2s. All right, let me see. I'm going to say 7. All right, I got it. Let's do one last test to see if you are math smart. Molly, these are the kinds of ones that I like. Molly has 5 different colors of hats. She wore a different one each day of the school week. Again, so I want you guys to be doing this with me. She wore the yellow hat on the first day of the school week. She wore the red hat on Wednesday. She wore the blue hat before she wore the red hat. She wore the purple hat on the last day of the week. What color hat did she wear on Tuesday? All right, so yellow was Monday. Red was Wednesday. Blue was before red, so that would be Tuesday. And again, you guys can pause this. She wore the purple hat on the last day of the week, Friday. So what color hat did she wear on Tuesday? I'm going to say blue. She wore the blue hat before. All right, I got that. I like stuff like that. Good job. She wore the blue hat on Tuesday. Was that easy or hard for you? If it was easy, you might be math smart. All right, so you learned about math smart. I don't know. I don't know if I'm math smart. It was kind of fun. I kind of like it, I think. I don't know if I have the math smart, but I do enjoy it, I think. All right, let's click on learn more. All right, people smart. I do think this might be a strength of mine, but let's find out. Are you people smart? Click on the boxes to help you decide if you are people smart. If your answer to this statement is yes, raise both hands. So again, I know I can't see you, but I expect you to be raising your hands as we answer these questions. Do you get along with many kinds of people? I would say yes, I can get along easily with people. Do you like working in groups or teams? I prefer to work by myself, but I do find working in groups or teams, but I'm not going to hit that one. How good at guessing how others are feeling are you good at guessing how others are feeling without them telling you? I would say yes. As a counselor, that's part of my job, is trying to figure out how people are feeling. So I would say I'm going to raise my hand for that one. And then, do you like to be the leader in a group? I would say no, I don't like to be a leader in a group. So what does this mean? If you raise your hands more than once, you might be people smart. All right, I raised my hand twice. So people who are people smart are good at getting along with other people and making friends. They might enjoy things like working as a team and going to parties. One way they learn best at school is by working in groups. Does working in groups make it easier for you to learn? You might be people smart. I don't know. I don't love learning in groups, but maybe that's something I should consider doing more. All right, let's do a test to see if you might be people smart. And again, you can pause this if it helps you. For Charlotte's birthday, she got to invite 5 friends over. She was especially excited to invite Anna, her newest friend, to the party. They started by playing pin the tail on the donkey, and everyone had a great time. After that, they played tag outside. Anna slipped and fell in the mud, and some of the kids laughed at her. After that, they watched a movie. Charlotte and her friends laughed the whole time, but Anna was quiet. Another friend asked Anna why she was quiet, and Anna said she was just tired. Do you think Anna quit because she was tired? How do you think she was feeling and why? And if you were Charlotte, what would you do to help Anna? All right. I do not think Anna was quiet because she was tired. I think Anna was quiet because I guess I want you to be thinking about why you felt that she was quiet. But my guess is that she felt quiet because she was embarrassed and upset that her friends laughed at her. And then if you were Charlotte, what would you do to help Anna? If I had been Charlotte and I noticed that Anna had slipped and fell, I would have gone over and asked her if she was okay. And I would have told her friends to stop laughing, that it wasn't funny. And I think people tend to laugh at people when they fall for some reason. I don't know why it seems to be a funny thing that people laugh at. But I always want you to think, what if it was you that fell and how would you be feeling? Because usually it's pretty embarrassing. Was that easy or hard for you to understand how Anna might be feeling? I think that was pretty easy for me. Were you able to find ways to help Anna? Yeah, I think so. I think so. All right. You learned about people smart. We have 2 more smarts to go. And this is a very long lesson, everybody. So thank you for sticking with me. Body smart. I wonder what this one is. Are you body smart? Let's find out. Click on the boxes to help you decide if you are body smart. Are you good at sports? I would say no. I wish I was. Do you like to move a lot? Probably not. I get very comfortable easily. Are you good at learning dance moves? No, I am not. I know that for a fact. I am not good at learning new dances. And do you like hands-on activities? Actually, that's not a strength of mine either. So I did not raise my hand for any of these. So I'm guessing I'm not very body smart, but that's okay. People who are body smart might enjoy things like sports and dancing. One way they learn best at school is through hands-on activities. Do hands-on activities make it easier for you to learn? If so, you might be body smart. All right, let's do a test to see if you might be body smart. All right, everybody, let's get ready for this one. Stand up and try to rub I'm not going to stand because I don't know if you'll be able to see me. Stand up and try to rub your stomach and pat your head at the same time. I'm rubbing my belly. I don't know if you can see me. I'm tempted to rub my head while I do it, but I think I got that. That was pretty easy, but I've done that a lot of times in my life. Were you guys able to do it? It's kind of fun to try. All right, let's do one last test to see if you are body smart. Try to balance on one foot while on your tiptoes. Click on the clock and see if you can stay balanced until the alarm goes off. I don't know how I'll do with this. Oh, and okay. You guys might see my pajama pants. That's okay too. All right, try to balance on one foot while on your tiptoes. Click on the clock. Oh no, you're not gonna see my pajama pants. Click on the clock and see if you can stay balanced until the alarm goes off. All right. All right. Ooh, I'm not bad. A little wobbly. Uh-oh. I had to hold on to the wall. Nope, I'm falling. How are you guys doing? All right. I wasn't very good at that. I guess I don't have very good balance. All right. So I don't think I was very body smart. All right. Art smart. Let's see. Art smart. I don't think I'm very art smart. Art smart's actually arts are not easy for me. But I will say, for those of you who have Miss Bernini, and I'm sure Miss Balon too, but I'm talking about Miss Bernini because she did a night with teachers recently where she taught us how to draw a llama. And at the beginning, I was like, there is no way I'm going to be able to draw a llama. And, art is not my thing. I'm not good at it. But now I'm so proud of the llama that I drew that I actually have it hanging on my bulletin board right by my desk. Oh, where is it? Here we go. This is my llama. It's like the best thing I've ever drawn in my life, all thanks to Miss Bernini. So I'm so proud of this llama. So I didn't think I had art smarts, but now I know that if you work hard and know the right strategies, because she taught us kind of step by step how to do it, you can definitely become better. I was like living proof of how you can gain smarts pretty easily when you try. All right, but let's see what art smarts are. So are you art smart? Let's find out. All right. Do you enjoy drawing or painting? I would say no, I don't, until I had a lot of fun with Miss Bernini doing that. I like to color better than I like to draw or paint. So it says stomp your feet. I'm going to stomp one foot because I'm not sure. I want you guys to be doing that. Do you like to make crafts? It's not like a hobby of mine. If I had like good step-by-step directions, I wouldn't mind making crafts, but I don't know. I guess I'll give it another one stomp. Can you picture in your mind how to create something? No, I'm not a visual person. Do you enjoy art or photography? I think it's pretty, but it's not something I think that I'm like into very much. If you stomped your feet more than once, you might be art smart. I'm going to say that I wasn't really stomping my feet. People who are art smart are good at picturing things in their mind. They might enjoy things like drawing, mazes, and art. One way they learn best at school is by drawing or making posters. Does making a graph or poster make it easier for you to learn? If so, you might be art smart. And that's the cool thing about finding out kind of what your smarts are, because they can help you with the things that might be difficult for you, or just with the various things that we do in school. So you might not necessarily think that you use art while you're doing writing, or math, but if making graphs helps you, or making posters, or using graphic organizers, like those kind of visual things, if they really help you, it might be because you're art smart and you have to kind of think of ways to use your strengths in other areas. So let's do a test to see if you might be art smart. This shape has been unfolded. Click on which shape it would make if we folded it back up. We can't see this corner one. I don't think it would make the middle one. I'm going to go with this one on the left, even though I can't see the one on the right. Okay, that was easy for me. All right, one last test to see if you are art smart. Oh, take out a piece of paper and try to draw a cow using these instructions. All right, let's see how I do. I have a marker here. Hold on. I do. All right, you guys can do the same thing. So we have, whoops, sorry. We have 4 steps to drawing a cow. So you guys can do this with me. And remember, if you want to pause this, you can pause it if I'm moving faster. And you can kind of compare your cow to mine. Oh, I think I already messed up. But I can fix it. You has your cows coming out. Coloring in my dots. All right. Very quick sketch. What do we think? Oh, there we go. It's not that bad. See, I did that quick, but with step-by-step directions. That's kind of fun. I like stuff like that. Easy or hard for you? I think that's pretty easy. Again, like with instructions, I think I can do it. All right, so we've learned about all kinds of the 8 smarts at this point. So were some of these kinds of smarts easier for you than others? I think for sure. I think the people smarts was easier for me. I think the self smart was easier for me. The word smart maybe a little bit. But I want you to be thinking about what was easy for you and what might be harder for you. So if one of them was really easy, that might be how you are smart already. But did you know that you can become smarter at any of them if you practice? And that's really what I'm learning about the art thing. That I never thought art could ever be a strength of mine, but I do know that I really find it enjoyable. And the more I do it, I think the better I could get at that. If you had a hard time with math smart, does that mean you'll never be good at math? What do you think? I want to hear everybody be saying, no, that does not mean I'll never be good at math. Of course not. You can still become very good at math, but you have to work hard at it. When we do things that are hard for us, our brain grows the most. And this, again, goes back to that growth mindset lesson we did a few weeks ago. When we challenge ourselves, when we make mistakes, when we do hard things, our brains get smarter. Our brains grow bigger. So if you are body smart and playing sports comes easily to you, do you think you would still be good if you never practiced? What do you think? Just because you're good at something, does that mean you don't have to practice it? No, of course not. Even if something comes easily to you, if you don't practice it, you won't become better. So this is Mia and this is Kyle. Learning to play an instrument is really hard for Mia. Learning to play an instrument is really easy for Kyle. They both were learning to play the violin. Mia had a really hard time, but she practiced it and practiced and practiced. Even though it was hard for her, she enjoyed playing the violin. Kyle picked up the violin really easily, and he decided he didn't need to practice. He figured he'd be good anyway, since he was already good at it. The next year, they had their first violin performance. How do you think they did? Mia, who wasn't so good at the violin when she started, but she really, really practiced, or Kyle, who was naturally good, but he didn't put in that effort? What do we think? It says click to listen to their performances. This is Mia. And this is Kyle. Who do we think sounded more on tune, I guess? Mia did. So why do you think Mia did better, even though it's not easy for her to learn instruments? Why do we think? Is it because she practiced? Mia did better because she practiced, even though it was hard for her. Kyle didn't do well because he never practiced, even though it was easier for him to learn how to play. Once you know which kinds of smarts are easy for you, you still need to practice to become better. If you find a kind of smart that's hard for you, you can still become better by working hard, like Mia and like me with art. So good job learning about the different kinds of smarts. Now choose one kind of smart you are really good at and use this smart to help others who have a hard time. And that's really what I want you to be thinking about as we end this lesson. And thank you so much. I know this was a really long lesson, but I think it's so important to understand that we all have different strengths. We all have things we struggle with, but we can always, always, always get better. And we can also use our smarts to help others who might be struggling in an area that we really excel at. So next time you're discouraged that you think you're not good at something, or you're discouraged because you think the person sitting next to you knows something or is getting a concept easier than you are, or you think that other people are better readers, or you think other people are faster runners or better artists, whatever it might be, if you are doubting yourself, I want you to remember that you can be whatever kind of smart you want to be. It's practice, it's hard work, it's making mistakes, it's challenging yourself. And with time, we can always improve. All right, so I'm going to end there today, boys and girls. Let me grab my chime. I will count down from 3, 2, 1, and you guys will be listening with your. I'm sorry, I'm trying to put the chime on the screen. And when you can no longer hear the chime, you're going to quietly raise your hand. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, I can no longer hear it. All right, everybody, have a great week. And I will see everybody next week. Okay, bye, everybody.